Good morning, students. Sai Ram. Welcome you all in our next session of online classes. I hope you all are start learning your previous chapters and also start making your notes. So, students, we have already done our two chapters. Number one is nature and significance of business. Second is forms of organization. So, today we are going to start our third chapter, which is public, private, and global enterprise. So, students, there are in Indian economy there are two sectors, public and private sector. Private sector we have already discussed in our second chapter, which is forms of organization like sole proprietorship, joint Hindu family business, cooperative societies, joint stock companies, etc. Okay, so first of all, to understand what is the public sector, let's discuss the difference between them. So, the difference of public and private sector is are on these six bases like ownership, second control, third process of production, fourth is profit, fifth is business policy, and sixth one is exploitation. So, students, as their name, what is the meaning of private and what is the meaning of public sector? Private sector means which is owned by a private person or a private industrialist, means there is no interference of government or owned by a government. But public sector are those sectors which is owned by a government, means the ownership lies in the hand of the government. But in private sector, the ownership lies in the hand of industrialist or any private person. So, students, next point is control. So, who control the public and private sector? An individual industrialist or a group of industries. A private person control and manage the private sector, but it is owned by a government. A public sector is also controlled and managed by a government. Next one is process of production. Production is done as per the market demand, and here the production may be either more or sometimes less. Look, student, why it is on the demand of market? Because the private sector always focuses on profit. So their main focus is to earn profit by satisfying the need of market customer. So they always produce as per the market demand. But here in a public sector, welfare is the priority, so the production may be more or less. Next one is profit. The personal profit is a given importance, means the priority here, the priority is in the private sector is making profit, but here group profit. How the group profit? Look, students, group the group of peoples like as the general person or the public of a country also invest in these public sectors through purchasing their shares, debentures, mutual funds, and etc. So they also invest there. So the public sector also think about their profit also, means group profit also. So if if a private person privately start a sector, start an industry, so its main motive is to earn profit. But here the in a public sector, their main motive is to group profit. Now next one is public policy. As the government control managed the public sector, so free business policy is not there. Okay, they have to fulfill all the policies, all the rules, regulation, legal formalities in the public sector. But this sector is free from business policy, means they are free how they want to do a business, what are the techniques they want to use, and what are their motive, means they are free to do a business. So we can say that free business policy is applied here. Next one is exploitation. There is also a fear of exploitation in private sector because government intervention is not there, but public sector is also governed. Public sector is also owned by a government and also run by a government, managed by a government, controlled by a government. So the chance of exploitation is not there. Okay. Now I hope you all have understand the difference between the public and private sector. Now, as I said, look student, in this flow chart, this shows that our Indian economy is divided into two sectors, which is private sector and public sector. Public sector is divided into three parts: departmental undertaking, statutory corporation, and government companies. Here public sector is divided into six parts. Number one is sole proprietorship, which we have learned earlier, partnership, joint Hindu family, cooperative society, companies. Companies also divided into two parts: public and private company. Public means which in which the shares of that company is also purchased by a government. So we can say that it comes under the public. And multinational corporation. Multinational corporation means global enterprises which functions all around the world. Now let's discuss and explain in with explanation. Now what is the meaning of the term public sector? A public enterprise is an organization which is owned by a public authority including central, state or local authorities to an extent of 50% or more. Look students, the public authority or any central, state or any local authority which are having 50% or more than the 51% contribution in that industry or in that sector, that comes under the public sector. Okay, as or we can say that the authority which are having the 51 or more than 51% shares, then that industry comes under the public sector. It is also established for the achievement of defined set of public purpose and which may be multidimensional, means which main motive is to serve people and also making profit. Okay. Now public enterprise. Look student, public enterprise is divided into three parts. Number one is departmental undertaking, second is statutory corporations, and third one is government company. So students, departmental undertaking means government make a department which main motive is to provide the best quality product at the cheaper rate or provide services at a cheaper rate like post and telegraph, railways, all India radios, Doordarshan, ordnance factories, etc. All these are the example of departmental undertaking. Now, statutory corporation. Statutory corporation made after passing a law, legislation, law, and after that a corporation, statutory corporation has set up. Now what are the examples of statutory corporation? Like LIC, life insurance policy, Industry and Finance Corporation of India, Food Corporation of India, Unit Trust of India, Statutory Corporation. All these main motive is to provide service to the public of a country in a cheaper rate. Okay. Now third category of public enterprises, government companies. Look student, government companies are those companies which are having 51% shares under the hand of government or in the hand of government. So what are the examples of government companies? Like Hindustan Machine Tools Limited, Steel Authority of India Limited, Hindustan Shipyard Limited. Students, these are the examples of government companies. In this video, my main motive is to give an idea of the chapter. Okay, the introduction of a chapter. In my next video, I will explain all these points in detail. Okay. Now next point is private sector. What is private sector? Which is owned, run and controlled by a private person, or we can say any industrialist. Now we have already discussed the private sector in our second chapter, which contain all these forms of business like sole proprietorship, partnership, joint Hindu family business, cooperative society, companies, and multinational corporations. Sole proprietorship means the firm or any business which is run by a individual person, by a one person, and who the person is called sole proprietor. Now second one is partnership. Partnership means when two or more person comes together and start a business, which it's known as partnership. And joint Hindu family means there it is known as a family business which is run by a family only, and the head of the family is called karta, who are the manager of a company, head of the that family business. So this is joint Hindu family. Next one is cooperative society. These type of societies main work is to provide services to the public, or to help people, to serve people. Okay, so it is also known as voluntary association. Third one is joint stock company, which is divided into two parts, public and private limited. And the next one is multinational corporation, means global enterprises which run globally, and its main center is in its home country. Okay, that part we have already done. So in our next video, or our next part, I will explain the public sector in detail. Now, what is global enterprise? Global enterprise, which I said, are the companies which functions all around the world, and they are characterized by, how can we identify that these are the global enterprises? First of all, they are their center, their main head office in their home country, and they run all around the world. Okay, means functions all around the world. Or we can say that they are having a huge in size. They are large number of products, means they produce large category of products. They use advanced technology. Their marketing strategies are also updated and advanced. The network of operation is all around the world. The company which, or the enterprises which have all these characterized, then we can say that it is a global enterprise. Okay, so global enterprise thus are huge industrial organization which extend their industrial and marketing operation through a network of their branches in several industries. We can also known as MNCs. Now, some of the examples of MNCs are like Microsoft, Wipro, Tata, IMB, and Nokia, Polaris, Mentor Graphics, Dell, and Infotech, and many more. All these are the examples of MNCs, or global enterprises, which run globally. Okay, so students, these are the topic which has been deleted in your syllabus, and in that chapter number 3, which is the features of global enterprise, second joint venture, and last one is public private partnership. All these topic has been deleted. So student, I hope you all understand the overview of this chapter. In our next video, we are going to continue these topics in a detailed. Okay students, thank you. Sairam.